I'm having, I don't know why this is doing this over here. Uh, bu- 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 bu. There we go. All right, we are good on all streaming platforms. A couple of the streaming platforms are giving me issues, and I don't know why. Let's see here. Just give me a second to check some settings. Yeah, I'm having the technical difficulties, guys. I do definitely apologize. I just need to check a couple of things to make sure we are good. This is one of the issues with going live, like doing things live instead of pre-recorded. You run into the issues of stuff not working how they're supposed to sometimes. So we should still be good on Facebook. We should be good on Instagram. We should be good on TikTok. We should be good on Kick. We should be good on Twitch. Everywhere. We're streaming everywhere. But welcome back. And as I was beginning to give you guys, so yeah, we are having issues on YouTube right now, and I don't know why. Hmm. Let's see here. Let me just let them know. All right. All right. Anyways, the Bible verse we have today is Proverbs 11:14, where no counsel is, the people fail, but in a multitude of counselors there is safety, right? So, one of the greatest dangers in politics alone is surrounding yourself with people who simply tell you what you want to hear. And we know who likes that. We know the type of person that enjoys hearing someone tell them what they want to hear, right? Donald Trump is an expert at surrounding himself with people that tell him yes or that he's doing a good job. He does not like being told no. So there is a problem there, right? So strong leadership isn't built on loyalty alone. And people are very loyal to Trump because they're afraid to lose their position instead of telling him the truth. Now, I'm not saying Trump doesn't listen to counsel, but currently the counsel he's listening to is not the best counsel. So you have loyalty, but it's really built on wisdom overall. And in Trump's first term, he had more wisdom, it seemed, than he does now. So accountability, experience, and people willing to tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. That's exactly what tonight's episode is going to be about. Not attacking the Republicans, not defending Democrats, but asking whether those entrusted with governing, if they are actually living up to the responsibility that they have been given. Because America doesn't become stronger through political theater. If we become stronger when leaders put truth, or no, we become stronger as a country when leaders put truth, competence, and really the people they represent above everything else. For far too long, we've been in a position in the United States where we stopped putting the people first and started to put pockets first, right? And that's where the America First ideology and agenda started. We see Trump in his first term calling a spade, and now it seems like he is being played as a spade, right? So let's step into the forest. With our first story tonight, a Graham will do it, right? Republicans often talk about certain things that sound good, right? They talk about merit, putting the best person in the job, rejecting political dynasties. So, why in the blue hell did South Carolina just appoint the late Senator's Lindsey Graham's sister to the United States Senate? That's the question many conservatives, real conservatives, because I could go on for days talking about the differences between conservatives and real conservatives and neoconservatism. But the question is that we're asking is, why did they prop up Lindsey Graham's sister? Following the unexpected passing of Senator Lindsey Graham, President Donald Trump publicly encouraged South Carolina's Governor Henry McMaster. Now, anybody ever seen the movie Happy Gilmore with Shooter McGavin? Anytime I hear McMaster, I see Shooter McGavin, right? McMaster is such a horrible name, but I digress. That's just my personal opinion. But Henry McMaster was urged to appoint Lindsey Graham's sister, Darlene Graham, and I think her last name starts with an N, but we'll call her Darlene Graham, right? And he pushed him to put her in the position because, for those that don't understand, when it comes to the House of Representatives, the process is different of selecting someone to take a position for someone that's unfit, have been recalled, or someone that passes away in the House than it is for the Senate. In the Senate, the governor actually has the power to place someone until you can hold a new election, right? A new primary, a special primary, if you will. But they are appointing Darlene Graham to serve the remainder of his Senate term until 2027. Now, if you recall, Lindsey Graham won his primary. So if things go weird, she will serve an additional 6 years, right? But Governor McMaster accepted that recommendation from Trump, saying from him personally, it was an honor to ask Darlene Graham to finish his work. Now, I know, as someone that lives in North Carolina, I know a lot of people from South Carolina, and I understand that a lot of people from South Carolina who are Republicans don't commissioner for South Carolina's commissions for the blind and in state government roles. However, she has never held an election and an elected office or run for a statewide political position or even been in a campaign. And this is where things start to go off the rails for me. You have plenty of other people who are qualified, right? And this is where I gotta kind of sort of stick it to Trump, and not kind of sort of, I'm actually going to stick it to him. Trump argues that we should have the best person for the job, right? We should have Americans for the job, right? But then we see him do things like renege on the HB1 visas, right? Allowing people to come from overseas because he says they are the ones fit for the job. But you preach to us America first. You preach to us having Americans fill these positions. Now, either Americans are qualified or they're not. But in this case, putting the best person for the job would have been taking someone who has actual political experience, not just, and now I don't want to step on my own toes here because I do have an opinion on that, so I'll share that now. I do believe people that serve the public are true politicians, right? Because government are supposed to be, all forms of government are supposed to be trustees and servants to the people, right? You're supposed to fulfill the needs of the people, the wants of the people, as long as they don't go against the Constitution. Now, while she has been a great public servant, the problem here is she has no experience. And being in a Senate, you have to have experience. Now, you have a lot of supporters that are going around saying that the appointment honors Lindsey Graham's legacy, while Republican Party prepares for a special election, a special primary election. I don't care about honoring someone's legacy when it comes down to the fact that this person is only being put in this position to be a yes man. I said the quiet part out loud. I will continue to say the quiet part out loud. Lindsey Graham's sister, Darlene Graham, is being put in this position. She got tapped for this position to be a yes man. She's a yes man because she has no political experience in the sense of dealing with federal government, right? While being a public servant at the state level is not the same at the federal level. And we know, giving you guys a little bit of understanding and information, House of Representatives represent the people. State or Senate is representative of the state's government. So this is where we get a lot of confusion at. A lot of people think that the Senate and the House of Representatives are supposed to just represent the people in its entirety. The senators for the states, aka state government, and the House of Representatives is for the people, the individual, right? You are putting this woman in a position to be a yes man in representation of the state of South Carolina. Now, if she upholds Lindsey Graham's track record, there's not going to be a lot of people very happy with this woman. And she's not going to get in there and propose any legislation. She's not. What is this, July? She only has a few months. She's not going to be writing any legislation. So why not put someone who has experience in the position, who can write legislation for the state of South Carolina, and that will also benefit the United States of America as a whole? The story is generating a lot of discussion because it's like, oh gosh, a feel-good moment. But people that are able to not live in their feelings and actually think logically and think critically look at this as a besmirchment. While it's awesome she's upholding a legacy, it would be even better if she had the experience that he had, or to some degree. Just because she's the sister of Lindsey Graham does not mean that she actually knows the inner workings of what it is to be a senator. Hell, I would even go as far as to say he didn't know what it meant. He didn't. To be America first, you need to be America first before anybody else. So to be America first, you got to look at America and say, what does America need? Not what someone else needs. And we know that Lindsey Graham was very pro-Israel. And this is not to make this particular segment about Israel, but we have to tell the truth. We have to speak and live in reality. We know for a fact that he put his best foot forward in efforts for Israel. I'm calling a spade a spade. If that hurts your feelings, if you are a Jew or a Zionist or a Christian Zionist, which is an oxymoron on its face, you can come at me in the